Alrighty, well, everyone. Finally, the debut of the first video of the channel. I want to welcome you all to Explain Reviewer. Let let me kill the sound here for a minute. Alrighty, that's better. Another. Okay, you can go away now. Oh no, you're not gonna go away because it's paused. Okay. Yeah, another Explain channel. Trust me, I know pretty much all of them out there. I've watched many of them. Jeff Fagano, Favagano. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Jeff Favagano. Um, his channel is the one that actually got me into X-Plane. Actually, I got into flight sims some years ago with Microsoft Flight because that was a while ago. I don't know. I haven't researched X-Plane enough. I don't know if X-Plane was around or maybe it might have just been starting at that time. I think this is like FS9, I think, 8 or 9 or something like that. And I kind of lost interest in it, you know, other, I got interested in other things, which happens a lot, and that kind of fell to the wayside and everything. And then I got looking at flight sims on YouTube one day. I think it was a suggested video or something that popped up, and that's what kicked it off. I think Jeff Fagano has actually started a lot of people on X-Plane. I know Q8, no, it was a Q8 pilot or Captain Canada. One of the two. It might have been, yeah, I think it was Captain Canada. Yeah, Jeff got him started also, and he's a pretty big X-Plane channel now. But yeah, another channel. But this is actually going to be a little different. Um, yeah, I know there's videos out there, and you can search on them for minimum requirements, for X-Plane and stuff. But I've noticed that a lot of channels that are, using X-Plane and showing that, they're, into the whole, they're not using these stock planes for one. Well, a couple of them are. This is the stock 172, and there's some people doing tutorials, flying tutorials. Not a lot, but there's some. Um, but for the most part, they're flying, the payware, out there, the paid planes. Well, except for the Zebo, the 737 800 Zebo. That seems to be pretty popular. Probably because it's free. It's a nice plane and stuff, so that's understandable. But this channel is going to take on a different perspective. This channel is going to be from the perspective of making money, for one, and explain. I'm also a 3D modeler. I use Blender to do all my modeling and stuff with the help of some add-ons. But I'm going to try to give making aircraft and selling them, and some for free. You know, if you're a developer, you got to help and give back to the community also. So I'm going to get into that. I'm on the forum, so by the same name, X-Plane Reviewer on the X-Plane forum also. But and another thing is from a private pilot perspective. I got some private pilot books, and I'm going to try to get my private pilot license, and you know, I'm going to see how cheaply I can get it. I know there's a lot of people out there that probably would like to get a pilot license, but schooling and ground school and flight instructors and all that stuff, you're probably going to drop about $5,000 to $7,000, depending on how fast you learn. You pay by the hour. So if you're a slow learner, well, it's going to cost you a lot more, because you're paying by time. The longer it takes you to learn, then the more you're going to end up paying. So I'm going to see, if I can get, the cheapest I can. Learn as much as I can from my books and the simulator here, X-Plane, and hopefully make, the ground school and the actual flying, a lot quicker and a lot simpler. So there's that angle also. And the last angle is from the perspective for all the people out there that have either a stock PC or maybe not the best PC, but mostly stock PCs. Because I know there's a lot of people, I've seen it on Reddit, I've seen it on other places, that, can I do this, with a Walmart PC? Can I do this, with this kind of PC, and everything? And that's exactly what I'm using right here on X-Plane. I've got a 2015 iMac, 27-inch screen, the Retina display, and it's got, I think, 8 gigabytes of RAM, and no GPU. You know, we got integrated graphics here, so that's what we're going to be working with now. Running the stock default Cessna 172 here, I'm getting about 17 frames. If I'm not running the recording software, which I'm using OBS, by the way, I also have Camtasia, but that's Camtasia will probably even slow this down to 10 frames probably, but anyway, we'll see. We're going to experiment. We're going to do things here, and I've got as far as the paidware go, I have paidware also. I've got about over $1,000 in paidware. Most all the popular planes out there I have. I got the 777 Worldliner. I've got the Airbus A320 by Flight Factor. The Phenom 500. Most all of Coronado's planes. The TBM and everything. And I'm here in Vegas, by the way. There's another channel. Well, this is a real plane channel. It's around. I don't even know where I'm at. I put myself at North Las Vegas Airport, KVGT, but I can't recognize exactly where I'm at unless I go up in the air and look around. But there's a YouTube channel also called Plane Junkie, I believe it is, that's stationed here in Las Vegas. They fly a Pilatus 24, PC 24, I believe. It's a red and white, or a red with white stripes on it. And I watch them also, mainly because they're local. They're here in Vegas. There's not a lot of local pilots or local people here in Vegas that are on YouTube, so I'm glad I stumbled onto them. And I also have PC 24 also, so I'll be flying that. But I'm going to see, we're going to first, we're going to start out, with what normal people would be, because not everybody can afford all the planes, I understand. And some people will probably only, buy maybe one or two. But, I'm a review channel, and I don't expect, to be getting any free review planes for a while, because, I'm a new channel. This is the first video, no views, no subscribers right now. So it's going to be a while before, hopefully, this channel builds up and I get a following here. And, by that time, if I get a review, a copy, that's fine. But by that time, I will probably already have all the planes, that anyone's really interested out there, because I've already got a good start. I've got like, I don't know, probably 30 or 40 planes right now, varying from $30 on up to $80. I think $89 is the most expensive one. But we're going to do everything. We're going to do the paid ones. We're going to do the free ones, and we're going to do the auction. Not only the ones that come with X-Plane, but also the ones that are free on the forum. I have the Gulfstream G4, which is available on the forum. I have a Gulfstream G650, I believe, that I bought from one of the developers. I don't know where it's from. It's on the forum, but I think he has a YouTube channel too. Um, Build It Right, I think it is. Um, but anyway, I bought. I could be wrong, but I bought one of his, and we're going to be also reviewing, the modeling. Like, this one here. Um, we can't really, it's not looking bad, but don't go too much on the textures, because, like I said, I'm in a, a lower, uh, a stock PC, so I had to turn the graphics quality, down to like, just below medium on, to get, and I'm still, like I said, I'm only still getting 16 frames. Um, we'll see, we'll see how it acts, flying. Now I can fly normally, but this is going to be flying while recording. So, like I said, normally, I can fly, just me flying the 720, the 172. I can fly at 24, 25 frames, but, you know, 16 frames, and if I was to load up the 777 or the Airbus, 320, with the recording software on, it'd be interesting to see what I'm getting out of that and how well I'll be able to fly with that. First, I got to learn those planes, and I'm going to be learning them live. This is trial by fire, guys. Watch and learn. I'm going to be flying all of these planes, and I'm just starting out. I'm not going to read the manuals. I'm going to, I'll probably do a couple of practice flights before each recording. So I don't look a total fool, and the video's not longer than it should be by me, hunting for stuff. So I at least want to get the general, layout, of everything, the buttons, where everything is, the trim and all that stuff, but yeah, that's what we're going to be doing here. Hope you guys like the channel. Like I said, this is the first video, first intro. I'm going to do this. I'm going to start out doing, what everyone starts. Well, actually, everyone starts with ground school first, but we are, for the sake of, YouTube, we're going to. You guys won't see the ground school training. I'll do that on my own. But we're going to do probably where everybody else starts, and that's takeoff and landings. Do the old oval, take off, do a circle, do a 180, fly back parallel to the runway, do a 180 again onto final, and come down and touch down on the runway and take off and do it again. So we can get used to our landings, mainly, since they're the hardest part, to get down. Taking off and flying is actually fairly easy, barring any bird strikes or instrument failures or anything. But anyway, yeah, I can't wait to get started and have some fun, see what all goes wrong, and how well I can screw this up, how many planes I can crash, and yeah, all that fun stuff. But don't forget to hit the subscribe button, so I know that you guys like the channel, and feel free to comment, hit the like button. I'm going to need a lot of help to get this channel, rolling, with all the competition out there. But we'll see how many people are interested. There's not a lot of developers out there. So yes, there's a lot of X-Plane channels and everything, but there's not really a lot of people, showing the actual building of a plane. How all the gauges are modeled and the programming of the plane and all that stuff. I'm actually on the programming too. My actual skill set or job, I guess you could say, as a security researcher, so I'm fairly familiar and comfortable with C++ and C programming and everything. And so the programming, of the plane and all that stuff, I've already looked at the X-Plane API, and I'm kind of familiar with that already and everything, and so we'll be getting into all that, the programming, developing, and we'll be doing everything involved with X-Plane. Um, from the programming, from the graphics, from building the planes and scenery. Since I'm going to be 3D, all these models, all these buildings and stuff. This is all 3D too, and can be done in Blender. Much easier, by the way. Scenery is much easier to model than the plane. The planes are a little more complicated, and got to look a lot nicer. So, and plugins. We'll think of some plugins to program and build, and so you guys can get a sense of how that's done. But once again, like I said, I've already said it and digressed onto this again. But don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and click that bell so you can be notified when uploads happen. And we'll catch you guys in the next video.